Hi, I'm Courtney Boyer and I'm going to be presenting the results section of our research project. So if you look at our data slide, we have two different graphs, or charts I should say. So these are pre and post-test results from our participants. If you look at the first column, it says cut point for risk. This is essentially a benchmark that educators can use who are using this assessment in their classrooms, and it basically says, hey, if your child is scoring 1 or lower, then they definitely need an intervention. If you look at our pre-test results, all of our participants were in fact in need of intervention because they all scored 1s or 0s. The good news is that all of our participants ended up scoring better than they initially did, with our traditional group scoring 4s or lower, and then our naturalistic group scoring 6s or lower. If you look at the next slide, you'll see two histograms that I made. The first one is the traditional post-test, which you'll see the results were normally distributed. So these were essentially, our participants were scoring what we would typically expect children their age to be scoring. In the naturalistic post-test histogram, you'll notice that our students or our participants actually scored higher than what would normally be expected overall. We had two different variables that we were looking at in our study. Our independent variables were the different training approaches. So we had the traditional group and the naturalistic group. Our dependent variable was the emergent literacy skills that we were looking at in our assessments. So the descriptive statistics that we used were the two histograms that I made in addition to the two charts. And then for inferential statistics, we ended up comparing our two groups with the independent samples t-test. This was because we had two different groups who ended up scoring two different means that were significantly different. So this was going to be the most appropriate statistical test to use. And that's all. Thank you.